closed for 12 years.
1997 to 2009, yeah.
What does it feel like to come back here?
Like I never left. That's what it feels like.
And when we walked down the main hallway and approached this room, what we actually heard before we got into the room was Morse code and static and ships calling. Even though the voice of this station, the transmitters in Bolinas, were cold and silent, the ears of the station here in Point Reyes were still living, and that's when we knew we had found our life's work. Still, when I tell the story, the hair goes up on the back of my neck.
As I was on the phone, taking the transmitters off the air one by one and turning them over to our competitor, KPH, the operators kept working every single solitary one of them to the very, very last signal that they were able to send from Bolinas. And once that was over, we all got up and we all walked out with dignity and with pride. I was extremely proud of those folks that were there that day.
So radio is a deep love of yours.
Probably the first love of my life, yes.
And you'll be doing it till you
The day I
drop
die.
at the key.
That's correct. We're done. It was not until 1999 that the last commercial message was sent in North America using Morse code. KPH is located at 17400 Sir Francis Drake Boulevard, deep in the heart of the Point Reyes National Seashore.
So in terms of preservation, what are the biggest money pits?
Well, right now, we're doing pretty well at the transmitter station. But the real problem for us, mainly because it's beyond our capability to do, is the antenna maintenance.
You can't be a radio station without antennas because nobody can hear you and you can't hear anything.
Not only are we getting a little older, but the antenna poles are pretty high. And even if we were younger, it wouldn't be really safe for us to do the kind of maintenance that's required on these antennas.
We maintained them ourselves. I climbed poles to fix broken guy wires and stuff. People thought I was nuts, but you know, I couldn't copy code because I couldn't hear the ship. This was our life's blood. We raised our children with this. We were directly responsible for a success or failure. We didn't have a marketing department. What were they going to market?
This was one of the big Morse code stations of the country. It was called the Wireless Giant of the Pacific. The fact that it was preserved as a virtual time capsule gave us the opportunity to really bring it back to life.
What do you want people to understand?
We'd like them to understand the magic of it, that there's nothing between us and these ships that could be anywhere in the Pacific, anywhere around the world. There's nothing between us. There's no satellites. There's obviously no wires. It's just the magic of radio.
Morse code was the precursor of a binary system of communication and also the forerunner of computer language. I think it's important that people should know the history of where today's technological advances got their start.
RCA, for all intents and purposes, is gone from this country except for the Thompson brothers kept the brand.
Okay.
Well, our statement is the same as our purpose, which is to make sure that the culture and the traditions and the skills and the memory of the men and women who did this before us for so many decades and did it so professionally and bravely, that they're not forgotten.